Bhavna's kitchen. Today I'm going to show you Handvo muffins. Handvo is basically Gujarati recipe, and where I grew up it is very popular, famous Handvo. And since my younger son Akash loves Handvo, and he also loves to take to the school lunchbox, so I thought, why not make it something different? And so I thought of making Handvo into the cupcake tins to get that kind of a muffin shape. And another reason to make this recipe in a muffin baking tray is that in my family everybody wants the crunchy part of Handvo. I mean, if you are Gujarati, you know what I'm talking about. So that was another reason to come up with this kind of idea. Now to make the batter, I'm using 1 cup of rava, suji or semolina, and 1/4 cup of besan. Half tablespoon sugar. Optional. Salt to taste. Mix all dry ingredients really well. Next, wet ingredients. Here I have half cup of yogurt, plain yogurt, 2 tablespoon oil, ginger and green chili as per your taste, and here I have 1/4 cup of water, but I'm going to add little at a time. And using this spoon, mix it really well. A little bit more water, and prepare the lump-free batter. With rava, it is easy to prepare the batter. It doesn't get lumpy. And I'm going to add rest of the water now. Mix really well and keep the batter on a side to rest a little bit, about 10-15 minutes only. For the tempering, seasoning, take oil into the small wok on a medium to high heat. Keep the lid handy. When you see the little smoke coming out of the oil, add mustard seeds right and let them crack. When they start spluttering, turn off the stove and cover the lid to prevent the mess. Remove from the stove. Now coming back to the batter. Into the batter I'm going to add few more ingredients. Now you can add as per your preference, you can add omit ingredients. For the vegetables I'm taking zucchini and cabbage. Here I have ground coriander cumin powder, dhania jeera powder, and of course haldi that you can add with all other dry ingredients when you prepare the batter. Here I have baking powder. I do not add baking powder until I'm ready to bake Handvo. And here I have ground peanut, which is optional, but I kind of like to add as much nutrition as I can. So first I'm going to add ground peanut, ground coriander cumin, turmeric, haldi, and I'm also going to add half teaspoon of baking powder. Mix all ingredients really well. Make sure your batter is not watery at any point. So you can choose to add water at the end actually. But I kind of like to soak my batter for about 15-20 minutes for the better result. So without water, it wouldn't do the job well. So just a little bit of water in the beginning, and then you can add water as needed. Now ready to add zucchini. You can also add bottle gourd, Dudhi, carrot. There are tons of vegetable options for you to choose from. So I'm using zucchini and cabbage. Mix it again. So now as you can see that the batter actually is just perfect. Not watery or not too thick, just right. Vegetables do release water if you keep the batter again to rest, but in this case I'm not going to wait anymore. I'm already ready to prepare handvo. So bring this on the side. Grease the baking trays really well, otherwise the handvo will stick to the pan. Cut the curry leaf stem in a quarter so that they can be fit into the muffin molds. I prefer to lay out the curry leaves at the bottom of the handvo and on the top of the handvo as well. I feel that the flavor of curry leaves can be infused more from the bottom. Tap the baking trays to even the mixture. Sprinkle till sesame seeds on top of the mixture. And again, curry leaves on top of the handvo as well. And finally, it's time to smear the tempering tadka. And the baking trays are ready to go into the preheated oven at 375 degrees Fahrenheit for 20 to 25 minutes or until desired brown color. Look at the yummy looking crispy handvo. Soft, spongy inside and crispy outside. I simply love the shape of a mini abundant cake. Look at it. And kids do get excited when you give them in a different shapes. Handvo is ready to serve with masala chai or can be served with chutney or even just as it is. Handvo tastes amazing anytime. And the rest of the handvo muffins going into Akash's lunchbox. So I have a few of muffins left. These handvo muffins are actually perfect for potluck or even for the breakfast. Handvo muffin can be very versatile for traveling even because it can stay up to 3 days at room temperature if you bake properly. So and as soon as I bake, every time it's gone. As you can see today, more than half gone. So hope you enjoyed watching this video. Please do like and comment below and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for new recipe videos every week. And you can also visit my website bhavnaskitchen.com for new recipe tips, tricks and ideas in the kitchen. And I hope you know that I'm always out there on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, so you can follow me on those social. And don't forget to download my apps on iOS or Android device. You can also watch me on TV if you have Roku or Smart TV. So enjoy however you like Bhavna's Kitchen. Thanks for watching and see you soon. My favorite is to eat handvo with coffee or tea. And if it is really hot during summertime, I love with chas or with freshly squeezed oranges. During breakfast, you can have with milk as well. So just to serve however you like. Trust me, it just turns out to be so amazing and your kids will absolutely love to take it to the school as well. And remember, handvo can be made with many other vegetables. I'm going to use zucchini, but there are many other vegetables that can be used like carrot, cabbage, potato, or you can even use like fenugreek leaves, spinach. We also use pigeon peas. So there are endless possibilities for making this handvo with a variety of vegetables. So that's another plus point for this recipe. So you can make almost every week with all these variations. And not only that, there are a few ways to make this handvo. You can make instant handvo using semolina. It's basically rava or suji. Traditionally, it is made from rice and variety of dals. So, and I have already shared all the recipes. So if you want to follow any way, like a traditional or instant, you can follow other recipes. In this recipe, I'm going to use instant batter making. So if you want to follow the traditional way with the rice and dals, you can watch my other videos. So let's make handvo muffins.